Everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. Hello. I'll try. Okay, yeah, I won't, I promise. This, okay. I think. Yeah, that's a tower also. I don't think they're anywhere close. I mean, so far everybody's just doing an out lap. There's nothing insane so far, but everybody just went out immediately, so there's a bit of traffic. So somebody's gonna crash into somebody. I mean, I believe that's Aravel. Yeah. Oh, that was close. I think people forgot this is a practice session, but you know what? This is a race, so it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Yeah, he's coming as well. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I think there's somebody else behind him. I think that's CJ. Is it? Yeah. Oh, it's Jensen. Yeah, it's another Haas. He almost won. Oh, epic. Yeah, it wasn't validated. I think so. Oh. Alright. I thought somebody crashed, but it didn't. Sad. I mean, the worst thing I saw was somebody going really wide and almost hit somebody. But other than that, it was fine. Aravello got a 119.1. Aravello got a 119.1. Yeah. I mean, the problem is as well, everybody went out at the start of the practice session, so there's not a lot of gas between each other. So there's gonna be a lot of dirty air. Oh my god.
Guys, it's okay. I'm alive. I just forgot the mic wasn't on.
Oh boy.
You haven't missed much. I basically just said, well done, guys. You haven't crashed yet. I think is that Texan on the medium compound tire now, which is that's one of the harder compound tires we might not actually see. I swear I've just seen a McLaren and a Ferrari stop down there.
Yeah, Bano and
that's
Giovanna, I think. Or DSD.
Yeah, D's on the what? D Thief is on the intermediate tyre for some reason, as Mancinelli's just got first wing 18.4. That's really why is he on inters?
I think he's just trying it out, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know why he is, but he's just trying it out, I guess.
What a strange specimen, and he's just spun as well. Right, let's see. I think I'm still really interested in the McLarens at the minute, because if you look at it, they're still really pushing. Like the fact that the McLarens were second and I think fourth last session. I think that's. I'm still not over how close that actually is at the minute.
I mean, the McLaren's last session were really fast. Like, I didn't understand why, but they were really quick.
I mean, I think it was Eduardo who was driving last time. I'm not sure. We're watching Adam Morel at the minute. Who for some reason is in the wrong car, I think. But yeah, the pace they've had is it's just genuinely caught people off guard, because they've genuinely been at the front through raw pace. But again, we don't know who's sandbagging and who's not, and who's doing this, that, and the other in terms of their programs. So it'll be interesting to see whether they stay at the front, or if they would start sliding back, or anything like that.
I mean, I don't think Alex is sandbagging. He's got 118.4 right now.
Yeah, but the fastest has been 117.3.
What, that's Steyn? I think so. I'm not sure.
Hold on, I'm trying to find... Okay, so... Renault, at the minute as well, is closing up to Alex. Mancinelli, that is. I wonder if they're actually going to come across each other, because the thing is, Arevalo, again, I didn't know who this guy was till yesterday, and he's 7/10 off of Alex this time. That's really good for a Renault. But now you got Steyn's in the way as well. Kaikera managed to get out. Renault has to take the escape road. There's just too much on that in-road. Steyn's just had to take... Did he just... You cancel it. The Mercedes just had to swerve really badly to avoid the runner.
Yeah, that was unsafe entry.
I don't think it was unsafe. I think he tried to get out of the way and then realised way too late that he shouldn't. As Kaikera's just done the Renault, cars 22 and 21. As Graham goes fourth with a 19.5, CJ gets 19.9, Alex gets 118.1, increases that gap to Morel. So the gap to the Renault is now also over 1 second, but obviously that's going to close up as people start set laps. I think as well, Mano's not really set like competitive lap time yet, because he's 26.8 seconds off. So keep an eye on how that one progresses.
I think so far he's just seeing how how the car is.
Yeah, I wonder if he's on
the car and stuff.
Let me have a look. I think yes, he's on the super softs. That'll be why. So he's probably just trying to adjust to those, because the thing is that yeah, he's 28.1, no 21.8. Sorry, on the.
I mean, just one. All right.
Yeah,
classic Ferrari.
Yeah, he's just absolutely binned it at the line. But I think the the thing is that he's left the server. No.
Oh, he died. Okay.
Yeah, I think the thing is that we've seen when people have gone up, even if it's just 2 steps in the compound, so you get people on super softs, the tires, like, they're so much harder to drive on. So, because I've seen people genuinely not set laps for a good 4 or 5 laps while they try and, you know, like, acclimatise to it. So Aravallo has just gone 3rd with a, what was that, a 1:18.7, something like that? It's really good from Renault.
Yeah, but he's very fast. Like, he's actually
closing up. I'm really impressed. Now, what tyre that was on, I don't know yet. But have a look. I think Alex is on. Yeah, Alex is on the Hypersoft, and Renault's just left the pits on Supersofts. Whether he actually set that lap on them, I have no idea. But no, the Renault and the McLaren seem quite well matched. The Haasers could be in there if they can pick everything up. I think Kaikera is currently doing a very good job. As the big snap of oversteer there for Mancinelli. But the Williams is definitely shaping up. I think Kaikera's finding his groove with this a little bit more. So Mancinelli's just spun and the Haas followed him. That was interesting. I think that was Jensen Bolt. Yes, it was. Steyn's still 3 seconds off the pace. He's on the Hypersofts now. I wonder whether that gap is gonna close.
He might be trying a new setup. Might be, I'm not sure. We're about to find out.
Yeah. See what happens when he crosses the line. That is assuming he's not on an outlap or something.
I mean, he is rapid right now. I think. I'm lagging, I'm not sure.
See what he does. Goes
he was
first. 17.8. Beautiful from Richard Steyn. So that's 2/10 to Alex. That's a healthy gap. So this is the thing, we all expect it, and I don't mean this in like a degrading way to Texan. I don't mean it in a mean way to Alex, but we were all expecting this to be the other way around. I think, first to say. Because we thought Alex was going to be first, and possibly Texan would be very close second, but I don't know. I'm surprised, but then again, Texan has that like raw ability to adapt to a car really quickly. I've never understood how he does it. CJ's just done a 19.9, I think. It's himself 7
got
fastest.
an 18.9.
18.9. Yeah,
Yeah,
close enough. Didn't take A-level maths, stopped at GCSE, bro.
I mean, he's way quicker than last session. Like, I think last session was like a 1:19.2 or 1:19.7 something.
Yeah, I think the last session. Well, I mean, the last session we saw Bravona was 4th, which is pretty. It's just insane. I've just got a message from him saying he did a 19.6. There's your confirmation from the man himself. Last session he got an 18.9. CJ, you're actually so useful. I didn't know that you could get the live feed while you were driving a Formula 1 car, but there you go. Mano's back. See what he's up to. That's a hyper soft tyre. I wonder if we're going to see a flat out lap from him. Speaking of which,
I'm not sure. But I'm sorry, my bad. I'm not sure, but I think he's still trying the tires out because I don't remember when the last time he was in a practice session. So I'm not sure he's gonna do a hot lap today. No.
I just want to get, like, genuinely, what was the process of signing Mano like? Because obviously you had Reddle leave, and then it was a straight shout between what was it, him and Drex? Dylan Allen?
Yeah, Drex and then Mano.
Yeah, what Drees doing?
He was just funny, to be fair. That's all. They both at the same time. They both got a 17 in Imola, right? 17 flat.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I know Mano usually attends most of the races, so he's gonna be more consistent in terms of like showing up, right? And that mattered to me, to be fair.
Actually,
I had a problem with that before.
So you hired Mano because he was funny.
Yeah, that's the main
I respect that so much.
He did that funny thing. I was like, I mean, you're funny. and he did the same time as Drex. So I was like, okay, yeah, doesn't matter who I pick.
I mean, to be fair as well, like, if you think about it, Mano is like the ultimate PR machine for AF1 and stuff, because he's just so iconic within, like, the community and stuff. Everybody knows him. D-Thief has just gone 3rd for Force India as well, 4/10 off of Steyn.
To be fair, I'm surprised Kaiker is still P6. That's genuinely, because beforehand he was very slow. Like, I remember, like, I used to beat him with the keyboard. Now he's way quicker than I am.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to see.
I think the thing is, I think Kaikera watched the replays back and has actually listened to the stuff that I've said, because a lot of the errors I picked out last time I haven't seen him do yet. So I think he's doing a good job. I think if he can keep up this kind of level of progression, I reckon he's going to be actually a regular point scorer possibly. If you think about it, he's faster than. I mean, I know for a fact that Bavoda's doing long runs today. So if you assume that even he's going to get Head and possibly Eduardo as well, that's still 8th place, which is good points, especially in a Williams, and it's definitely more than he would normally have made. The only time he scored points was Brazil in the last season of F1AC.
I think the problem he had was. He usually had just
Aravala, who's just gone first.
Damn.
In a Renault. That is a performance and a half. That's really clean. And Steyn's just responded by setting a 17.6, so he's just beaten him by 1/10. This is going to be such a good season. I'm calling it now. That kind of performance is really good.
Wait, hold on, is Aravala a reserve?
Yeah, Aravala's just a reserve. He's not even a main. CJ's just beating Kaikeri's done 18.8. So I think, yeah, that's 2/10 faster. So the order's still changing quite a lot.
Yeah, I hope I see Aravalo in race race. To be fair, with that pace, he's very fast.
Well, yeah, he's just beaten one of the Mercedes by 0.4 of a second. This guy, man. He's made such a good impression, given the fact he's beaten the server less than 24 hours. He's just come out of nowhere, it's amazing.
Yeah. I'm actually astonished by his pace. Like, I think this is like, what, his, like, 5th or 7th lap? He's very fast.
Right, I've just got confirmation. Big man Jaden Brooks is on his way for Red Bull. James Knox isn't driving today at all, so apparently he's just installing the cars and they'll be along. Steyn's just made the most extreme move to get Slipstream. I think that was he just moved out and behind De Jong, who was stopping so he could go back to pits. Speaking of which, Haas 9th and 11th, not bad. I think as well we're going to see Bolt improve a lot because he's definitely gone faster, but Mercedes slowing as well at the minute.
Mano crashed.
Yeah, I just saw he had yellow flags and these. Mercedes going really. Mercedes pulling off. What's going on with? Yes, Steyn is stopped at the side of the track. Sector 2, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's lagging or he's just.
Well, I can't hear an engine noise on board, so I would assume, is that an engine failure? I think that's our first one of pre-season testing. We made it all the way to the last day. Oh, we had one. Either that or he's run out of fuel, maybe.
It could be fuel.
It could be. Right, this is somebody I want to focus on as well at the minute. Todd Blaze, currently 13th for Williams. I don't think he's got much experience, but I was watching him as he's just let the Hasses through. But I was watching him, and I think he's got the potential to be quite good. Obviously, he's in Williams, which is effectively could be linked to Mercedes should they need the drivers. So I reckon he's out to make an impression. But I hope it's a good one.
You know what I'm interested to see is not I want to see like what happens in the midfield. That's more interesting to me than the front. Because I think at the front it's clear like, who's going to be fighting for the championship. But for me, it's not the guys at the back. Or they.
The thing is though with that, I reckon we're going to get to a situation where some of the midfield is a part of the front. Because, I mean, DT led most of last session, which was really impressive. And then you've got the McLarens, and you got now Aravalo. You throw him into the mix. If he can get a main seat, is that not possibly? Because that could really open up the chance to fight. And if you think about it, how many of the front runners normally finish where you'd expect them to?
And to be fair, Aravalo alone is such an anomaly, right? Because he's in a Renault and he's P2.
Exactly.
Right.
So I wonder whether there's going to be. And possibly a bit of a reordering, if that makes sense. What did I just say? Todd Blaze goes 5th with a 1:18.3.
That is actually interesting because I didn't think any of the Williams or like the Renaults would be near the top 5.
I know, they're just coming out of nowhere, these guys. It's really cool. I think as well, if you think about it, we don't know how much fuel that's on. That could be a quali lap, in which case that's very respectable. But at the same time, it could be with race fuel, which is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah. Well, we've won a technical issues.
Yeah, he's out of the car at the moment. Yellow flag for... Yeah, I think Adam Morales just had a spin. There's just yellow flags briefly around him. So what he's up to? He's only 6th. I think he's. I think his pace is quite moderate at the minute. I think he's saving it a bit. Trying to cool down the Charles.
I think the McLarens. I think the McLarens are gonna try to sandbag a bit this time, or they're gonna go really fast.
Also, your message of the day. CJ wanted to clarify. I'm in the pits, guys. I don't condone texting and driving. That's the message of the day from CJ. Such a wise guy. As Steyn's just gone first again, improved to 17.2, which now means that is now the fastest time of pre-season so far. CJ improves to an 18.3.
I think it looks like Richard Steyn is the man to beat in this season. So far, at least.
Unless if Alex is being an absolute menace and he's just not showing it.
Yeah, that could be another thing.
Yeah, because if you think about it, pre-season in real life, McLaren was 2nd, Mercedes was like 6th. In terms of their fastest times, it's definitely feasible they'd do that.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, people, at least in real life, they tend to, hold back the car a bit, just in case somebody's actually quick, so they know who's gonna go, like who are they gonna fight.
Yeah, and then you can use that as a benchmark, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you do like an upgrade or something later on, like okay, like that's the time to beat right now.
Yeah. Adam Morales just done an 18.5. That's his best lap, but doesn't improve his position. He is 1,000th of a second off of Eduardo at the minute. The other McLaren. Yeah. That's insane.
I keep seeing this, but they're always like 1,000s behind each other. Not even a 10.
That's the thing. This grid is actually really competitive.
Yeah, it's insane.
And as well, Mano's silently starting to make waves. He's currently in 13th. Once you factor in Verona, but I think he's just slowly starting to learn the car, and I think he's probably going to start climbing the ranks soon.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he does.
I would have thought he'd be a bit higher up, but then again, he hasn't matched his best time yet, so I don't know whether that's possibly it.
Oh boy, somebody has joined. Yep,
Jaden Brooks has arrived, everybody. Whoa! I think, yeah, the Mercedes and Steyn just cut in front of him a bit there. That was very weird. I just saw that. I just caught that as the camera was moving. Piquet is holding his own in 9th at the minute as well. That's really respectable from him. But I would have expected the Hasses to be a little further up the grid.
I mean, to be fair, I was with Bram talking to him about he's doing my position. Like sometimes he's just like a 10th quick, right? But he does something that makes him go a bit more slower, so he loses that 10th.
I just want to say,
I think, yeah, what?
No, I just want to say, if you ever watch this back, that was possibly the cleanest drift I've ever seen you do. Sorry, continue. I was just really impressed by that.
I didn't even see it. God damn it. All
no,
right.
he went like fully sideways through one of the final corners. It was really impressive.
Mano's a drift champion. Let's go.
Formula Drift.
Formula Drift, yeah. He mistook the wrong championship. It's fine. Yeah, but the thing with Bram is, right, he has the pace, but sometimes he can't put the laps together, right? So like one time he can be like 3/10 quicker, but he does like one thing that makes him lose all that time, so he goes back to the same time that he had, right? So it's I think for Bram at least, it's him just trying to put the laps together. They'll get like a good time.
I think that's his main issue because he always has like he'll have an absolute outrageous sector 1, and then 2 will be like okay, and then 3 just doesn't do it, or it'll be different orders maybe. But it's always this like little things he can change, which would take him like straight to the front of the well, not the front of the field, but you know, front of the midfield, given the fact he's in a Haas. Kaikera's just slid off the road. Quite a big moment. Didn't hit anything, but ran himself out of road there. By the way, just quickly, in the background, Alex Mancinelli is now only 5/10 off of Steyn, so I think he's definitely getting to grips with this.
Yeah. Oh, D-Thief got a 1:17.4.
Why do they do this exactly as I tell... So, what is that? That's a 17.4, did you say? It's quite... That's pretty...
Yeah, 17.4.
I'd say that's pretty good from D.
Yeah, I think D will definitely be like one of the competitors for the championship.
I think he'll be kind of, you know, the dark horse, kind of like the fact that he's in a car which shouldn't be where it is.
That is true. Him and the winner. Like, I'm still surprised that Aravel will still be like he's still at the top 5. That's genuinely just impressive. Can't get over it.
I think he's moving aside to let Aravello through. Yes, he is. Aravello is still... He hasn't improved on his lap time, but he is still doing... Just looking at his laps, he's consistently lapping around... oh, what is that? Hold on. He's lapping quite consistently around the 118s. So...
I think... like him being consistent is better than being faster. Because if you're fast at one lap and you slow the other, it doesn't matter so much.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things we've had. Like, the main reason, through things like F1 AC, the main reason drivers fail isn't because they're slow or because they don't succeed because they're fast. It's because they quite literally aren't consistent enough to be able to keep it all together. Which is why I think Aravel is looking quite strong today. As Alex has just gone third again with a 17.5, he closes that gap even more. As Aravello's just pushed a little too hard and ran himself out of room. That's Kaikera back through. So, no, Alex is now within 2/10, not 3, because, yeah, I completely misjudged that, because that's effectively a 17.3. It's really interesting to see the fact that top 3 cars at the minute... Actually, no, the top 5 cars at the minute, 4 of them Mercedes power. I've only just realised that. You've got the Renault in there. It's a bit of a zebra, but I reckon there's something about because I've driven. Obviously, I had to drive the cars to make sure that they were all in line with their real life specs, and the Merc ones always seemed, other than the Williams, like relatively stable, and as well, pretty much rocket ships in a straight line. Especially the Force India. And again, we haven't seen many Ferrari powered.
All the cars. I only drove the Ferrari, and I kept crashing, so I can't really judge them. But you know, I tried. You know, I drive on a keyboard. Like, what do you expect?
No, this guy's stuck in row racing land. But
come on, man.
But I think the main thing is well, we really haven't seen like many Ferrari powered. We've seen the Haas cars, who, as Bolts has overtaken Ram as well. I just want to have a quick look at their fastest, because the Kaikera in all the sessions so far, he's had top speeds of about 337 kph, and the Ferraris, Mano's done 325, the Haas has done 333. Where's Bolts? Bolt's done 323. I think he's on slightly higher downforce, maybe. So the Ferrari engine isn't as powerful as you'd expect it to be in terms of getting straight line, but then again, straight line speed is down to like the setup so much.
Yeah, right height, the wings, you know, how much downforce you have with the front and the rears.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure a Ferrari can go up to like 337. I tried it in one zones, and I did manage to get up to like 337 before I hit the wall. But it is fast, but I don't know how fast it is compared to a Mercedes.
Yeah. On board at the minute with D-Thief, who has just decided that the corner should become a straight line. He's back in the pit. Now, I wanna watch the progress of Kaikera at the minute, because if he can match the kind of times Blaze is doing, that's a relatively strong lineup for Williams. I reckon maybe I think their strengths are going to come at places like, you know, Monza and Spa and places like that, other than probably Sector 2. So I want to see whether these guys can really live up to that kind of potential that their car has at those tracks, even if the other races, I don't want to say car crashes, but, you know, not great. Because at the end of it, it is a Williams, and it's not got that much downforce. So you can kind of forgive them for that.
Yeah, that's true. But for me, I think that the problem with Kaikera, generally, you know, based on past experiences or the things I saw, you know, when he drove the cars, is he has good one-lap pace, but when it comes to actually like, racing the cars, he's not as consistent as he is in quality.
Yeah, I think that's his biggest flaw. He literally just needs to improve his racecraft a bit, be a bit more kind of aware of what's going on around him. The game has unironically just crashed. How is that even possible? I mean, it's alright, we probably haven't this much, just keep me updated.
Alright, yeah, Alex got a 17.4 now, so he's about, I think, 1/10 away from P1.
I'm not kidding, it's actually crashed. Just keep talking, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Alright, so far, the top 3 are Steyn, Alex, and then Thief, right? Then followed by the Aravello, which is still insane to me, and then Blade, which is also insane. What else? I mean, so far, everybody's just trying to get a good lap time in. McLarens are going for a hot lap, I think, and yeah, everything so far seems calm, nothing too crazy. Oh, and the Ferrari spun. Classic. Alright, God damn it. All right. Well, it looks like Bram has just stopped in one of the corners for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, he started moving again. And Jensen just got a 118.8. Now he's P9. So he just out Dick Guy Carey, as far as I know. All right. It seems the Haas of Bram and CJ had like a minor incident, which caused Bram to get off the track. All right. Trying to see something interesting to talk about, but so far everything seems a bit tame. Alex, I think, is going for another hot lap.
You're doing a good job. All right, I think I've got it back.
All right.
Yes, we're back. We're back.
All right, I was yapping the whole time. Thank God. All right. So far, just a small recap will do. I don't know if people can see it, but the top three are Steyn, Alex, and DP.
Yeah,
DP
my
and Alex are so close to each other. Like Alex has a 178, right? And
yeah.
DP is 180. So like 2,000ths of a second. Right.
Yeah, my leaderboard. Obviously, because I've left, because the game crashed, it doesn't actually display the correct times anymore. So pretend it's not there. I'm just using it so that I can choose which car we watch. Where's Jin Brooks at? He's currently 1 minute 23. I don't think that's his true pace.
I mean, Jaden is pretty fast. I think he's just trying the car out. I'm not sure he tried the cars yet, so.
Yeah, he hasn't driven them yet, so.
I think Alex just won.
Lock up from Force India there. I think that's Steve Thief. That's very weird. See where the Red Bull is at. He's heading into the pit lane, exactly as I started watching it.
I mean, what's interesting is Jensen, when you crashed, he managed to go up to P9, so he got a 118.8, I think, or 118.8. So he did a bit better than Kaikara.
So
got like
So the Haas is a 9th and 11th again, and not that. What did you say he did an 18.8? Oh yeah, 18.89. That's not. I reckon there's more in that car though. That's the thing. Like the Haas is basically a grey Ferrari.
That is true. I think the problem is Bram had the problem with oversteer, so he's getting a bit more downforce and a bit higher, the right is a bit taller, so the car doesn't have as much top speed.
Yeah.
Which could affect the times, right? I'm not sure if Jensen's doing the same thing. But to be fair, Jensen joined like at the last 15 minutes, and he got like a 119.7 in 15 laps. Oh, okay, and we had a big crash.
Yellow. Did the Hasses just hit each other?
No, the CJ I think hit one of the cars, and just they all spun together, just a big collide.
Oh right.
And CJ's moaning about it.
I was gonna say they've broken the golden rule in 3 seasons somehow. I didn't even think it was possible.
I mean, to be fair, each time we had a reason if when you see somebody crash at the first corner.
That is true. Well, no, that's not. The worst one we've had, to be fair. I don't think you were in the league at that point, but it was Spa in season 1, and all I remember was I got a really good start, and I think every single car except me was involved in some kind of incident. And I just bolted off and I won the race by about 40 seconds.
No, the first race I had, I think, was the worst one I was in because I spun like at 27 times. And then I blew up the engine, just tried to go reverse. Like that's kind of was like the horrible thing that I did. That was like my first time racing, like in an online racing league, and I just spun 27 times.
I think my favorite thing is your final ever entry. Didn't you Can you get yourself wedged into a fence?
Yes.
Oh.
It was. Hey, listen, I have an excuse. I use a keyboard, right? So people can't judge me too much. Well, they can, but okay. Alex is being way quicker now.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realise that. 17.2. That's 8 thousandths faster than Texan.
That is crazy. That's actually crazy.
I think he's finally cracked it.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get used to the dodge move. Right.
So, if anybody's just joining us, right? Whatever you see in the top left, it's wrong, okay? The order at the minute, you got Alex Mancinelli in first and Richard Steyn is second, both for Mercedes. You got DP in third for Force India. Fourth, who we're watching now, Angel Aravalo. That's for Renault. Then you got Todd Blaze in fifth for Williams. Complete rookie, by the way. I need to emphasise that. Sixth,
he joined yesterday.
Yeah, literally. No, that was Aravalo joined yesterday, but Blaze joined a few days ago, I think.
Yeah,
Still
no,
relatively new. Then sixth, you got Charlie Jemison for Toro Rosso. Seventh, we got Eduardo for McLaren. Eighth, Adam Morel, McLaren. Ninth, Jenson Bolt for Haas. 10th, Alex Kaikera, currently holding his own in for the Williams. 11th, Bram de Jong for Haas. 12th, Manakanden for Ferrari. 13th, Jaden Brooks for Red Bull. Relatively messed up grid, I would have said.
Not expected to see this. Like, in the top two, I can understand, but everything after that just doesn't make sense.
I think to an extent, I spoke to Jogsy because obviously team boss and he said he was going to do kind of, get the more crucial stuff like the tyre life and things like that rather than focus on how fast can I go, which I think is a very mature move from him. So probably a very good bet from him. That's why he's so far off the pace.
And by the way, while you were talking, Bram just got a 118.8, I think. Nice P9.
Did he?
Yeah. I think 118.9.
Yeah,
I didn't see it correctly.
Yeah, he's outdone Bolt by about 500ths.
Nice.
The Hasses are slowly but surely improving.
Yeah, that's the thing about him. It takes time, but he always improves. At least that's what I saw last practice session. Right? And everyone will just.
That does push Kaikera down to 11th, though.
Yeah, I think I don't know if Kaikera is still pushing for lap times.
I have no idea. He's in the pits.
It could be either just trying out the car, seeing where the limit is, or he's trying to just gain better times.
Yeah. I really want to see what Mano's up to, but I can't because the leaderboard doesn't show him yet.
All right, so I can tell you what's going on so far. I think he's prepared. Either he's going for a hot lap or he's doing an out lap. I'm not sure. He's going pretty quick. So I think he's going on a hot lap.
Oh yeah, he's behind. He's just behind CJ actually.
Yeah, we're a bit wide. That's true. We'll see what he does.
Haas and the Red Bull are quite close as well. Red Bull on the medium compound tyre, obviously much slower. I think no, it's Jenson Bolt behind him. I think he's gonna have a go at some point. Yeah, very close together. Obviously, this is mediums versus super soft, but this is also, at the same time, this is Jaden Brooks, the Fernando Alonso of AF1 in terms of defense. Holds him beautifully through the chicane. But I think it's going to be... I think it might be game over for Dogsy down the straight if Bram can close up at all. CJ does an 18.7.
Kaikera's trying to race Mano. Oh, and he just... Yeah, he just murdered his ass. Okay, Mano's dead.
Hey, man.
And I think I can back.
What is his best lap? 1:19.6. I was expecting more, to be honest. Although, then again, he could just be really downplaying his pace at the minute. As in the Red Bull's still very close together, by the way. I'm just watching them now, and Bolt is trying everything to get past, and he's just hit the Red Bull.
Oh, he got too greedy.
Yeah, a little too close. I think Jogsy braked, and he wasn't expecting it.
Oh boy.
Oh well, it was a good run.
It was an attempt, a very failed one, but you know. I mean, so far, the grid is interesting because you have Manuel at P12. I don't know why he's at P12. Either he's actually doing the same strategy as Jaden Brooks, or he's just not able to get a good time in.
Well, the thing is, I swear he's on hypers at the minute. So
yeah, but that's the thing. I don't understand why he's not getting a good time. Either he's just going too wide, or he's just, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'll have to see, but yeah.
His last lap was a 1:44.5, so I don't think this is his actual pace, so... Or at least I would be surprised if it was.
I don't think that's his actual pace. Either he's sandbagging pretty hard, or he's just not going for lap times.
Honestly, if you think about it, if the Red Bull and the Ferrari were in the right place, you'd probably have Aravolo as, like, 4th at best, if Steyn also closed up, which I am relatively certain he can. In fact, his best is a 17.3.
I mean, just so people can understand that the difference between Alex and Steyn is like 8,000, like that is, or like 800. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they're perfectly matched. That's the thing with a load of these. I'm looking at these. The only ones where I think possibly the lineup's a little shaky. Sauber, who we haven't seen in preseason testing. Giannis Kovacs and Johan Wall, who relatively inexperienced, so you can kind of understand that. And as well, I don't know how good William Alonso is for Renault, so I'd have to see that. But if you were to assume it's Dylan Allen and Aravalo, again, that's a really strong lineup. It's the case for all of them. Haas is basically a junior drivers team at this point, so they're lagging a little behind. But that's completely understandable given the fact that they're harboring basically rookies. I'll go roads.
Yeah, but. Yeah, like the premise I had with that is get people who are relatively inexperienced, less familiar with the cars. So even if they do bad, it's understandable. If they do good, then it's also understandable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be fair, they are improving. Like I think the last lap he did in the practice session 2, Bram got like what, a 19.1, and got a 19.7. So they have gotten better, which is good. And I see they just hit the wall. Okay, Manuel's improved. He's got 119.2.
That's getting closer to what I was expecting.
Like to be fair, I thought it was gonna be like in the mid-18s, but I'm not sure. Either it's the setup or he's just. I
want to see what his onboard is like. I think he's lacking a bit of confidence, that's all, because you can see that he's basically clinging to the inside of the corner at points, and I think that's holding his lap times a little bit. I think Aravalo's just put himself up.
I think he just improved his time.
Yeah. He's 2 tenths off DP though.
Yeah, he was like 5 tenths before. So Arabello is steadily improving his team. I hope he gets a main drive soon.
Yeah, I would. It would be an absolute tragedy if this guy didn't get a seat now, because he's proven himself. I think this is enough to prove himself. He's so assured in that car now. As Mano has just... How did he even do that?
What happened?
He spun into the pit lane and hit every single possible wall.
He played ping pong with the car.
He literally did. Starts just on 17.9. Doesn't improve his overall time. But he's lapping consistently. So I think that's the key thing. Also, a reminder to anybody watching, we do not actually race at Barcelona, so this doesn't mean that they're going to then, you know, have an even faster quali lap than normal. It's just the use for testing. Jaden Brooks just
with an
18.6, yeah. Just about to say, where does that put him? 8th, which for,
yes.
I think, what is that, the medium tyre? I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, that is still the medium. Oh no, that is the Hypersoft, I think.
He is.
Yeah, it's a Hypersoft. It's so difficult because it's like the slightest shade of pink against the slightest shade of white.
Yeah.
He lets McLaren through, gets out of the way quite well there. Carr's just had quite a bit of a lock up. That corner there, one of the final ones. You know, at the end of the top of the hill, you got the straight. I don't memorize corner numbers, but there's so many people locking into there. It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't think they engaged the braking distance very well.
Yeah.
Right, because if you brake too early, you're too slow. If you brake too late, you're still a bit quicker than normal, right? So they just try to guess it, I guess. I'm not sure.
Alex Kaikara's just done his best of an 18.9. That puts him less than a 10th away from Jenson Bolt and about a 10th away from Bram. It's just slightly less. That is not bad for him. I reckon through...
Sorry, go on.
No, you first.
So in terms of actual times, you can see that most of them are pretty close to each other. Like, you know, Bram is close to Jensen, Jay is close to Dev, and so on and so forth. Like, they're all like a 10th or like 2 tenths behind each other, even closer, you know. So it's gotta be close across the whole grid.
I think as well we're going to see people kind of grow over the season. So I think Kaikara's going to be one of them. I think big snap for the Renault there. Sorry, just fly over every single bump there on turn 1. But I think. Yeah, I reckon the Williams drivers are going to be some of them. I reckon possibly if he gets enough race outings, Aravalo. I think as well, when you look at the likes of the Haas drivers, so De Jong and Bolt, I would expect them to improve as well. I think in the first day, I predicted possible podiums for them, so I really want to see that happen, so they age as well. But yeah, it's just such a mixed bag. I can't wait to see it.
It's going to be interesting to see who goes where now in terms of like an actual race, because again, you know, practice, you know, it's only similar to a quality race, right? So
yeah,
it's going
for
to be
the most part, that's what people do.
Yeah, so like it's going to be interesting to see like how consistent they are in terms of like an actual race, you know, a 30-lap race, right?
Yeah, and as well, you factor into the fact that like crashes do happen regardless of, you know, how talented a driver are. Sometimes just incidents do happen and they can still take people out regardless of whose fault it is.
Yeah, sometimes they get a bit too aggressive, so you know it just happens from each to both crash. Yeah. Right? And there's like multiple real life examples of them just crashing into each other. So yeah, skill doesn't dictate crashing.
Interesting facts, by the way. Alex is the only person to never get a penalty in the history of any of F1 OC, AF1, anything. Never had a penalty.
Akira?
No, Mancinelli. Sorry, I should have clarified that.
I was like, oh, I was so surprised that Kaikara never got a penalty, even though
I think Kaikara has. I'd have to check the FID documents, but very certain he has.
I don't think I either. Like, I don't think I ever got a penalty as well, because I always just DNF'd. You know, so you know, not as impressive, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Massanelli is the only person to not get a penalty and still be fast. That's all.
Just seen. I was chasing down. I think. Oh, he's stopped now, but Kaikera was in front of him. He seems to be crossing. I'm expecting a lot more pace from Mano in maybe the. How long have we got left? 5 minutes 50 seconds. I'm expecting a bit more from him probably. He's certainly starting to look more assured in that car as well.
Yeah, I think his problem so far is just he's not confident in the car. So he's a bit scared that he's gonna crash. He's gonna spin.
Yeah, but if you watch him, you can see as well that he's just hit the commentator's curse. It's real. I was just about to say that you can see with a lot of the when he's turning in, he's still holding. He's not like adjusting the wheel or anything. He looks assured for the most part, probably when he's putting it in a wall. So. See what CJ's up to. We haven't checked on him for a while.
Blake got P5, I think. Or
he's taking it. He's taking it back. He was 6th. I think he's just outdone CJ for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
What I really like, the top 5 drivers, 2 of them are rookies. That's really cool. That's. It's interesting to see as well because if you think about it. Blaze is in a junior team, kind of, in the form of Williams, because they're linked to Mercedes. And if you think about it, if Aravalo decides to go somewhere, he's got probably all of the options open of the top teams. So theoretically, this could be we could see these guys moving up the grid in the next maybe season or 2.
I would like to see Aravalo win in a winner. Actually competed. That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Him and Blade as well, because Blade, even though he's in a Williams, which is not, the top car or one of the best cars,
Team Radio?
Still fast.
Yeah, I think because Mano was just stuck behind. I think that was Todd Blaze actually. He said that was the third. I think it's been more than 3 times. I'm not gonna lie, but very frustrated is Mano at the minute with Todd Blaze. I think maybe that might be why he's off the pace. Actually, the traffic. Because if you think about it, the only times I've seen him really, he's been behind slower cars.
Yeah, I think it's still best to judge all the drivers so. Like, I know Brian kept complaining about, in this Barcelona, I never tried Barcelona before. And I don't know Mano did, but I'd love to see in Melbourne, like how the Ferraris are doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think as well, when you factor into the equation with bonus, I think the Ferrari challenge, if Mano is sandbagging a bit, I reckon they're going to be really strong, but I think Mercedes have the all-round package in terms of cars and drivers. So, no, on that, I think Kaikera and whoa! Mano is the king of drifting. That's the 2nd time I've seen him do that. But
I think he misunderstood Formula 1 from Formula G at this point. He keeps drifting.
He actually has. He went sideways through the chicane. Very impressive, though.
I guess, Mano's too drifting.
He's just done it again into turn 1. I think maybe he's struggling with rear tyre grip because see what his onboard's like. You can probably guess from that.
It looks like his tires are overheating. Not sure.
Yeah, he's having to do a bit of counter steering. Steyn's just done a 17 flat. 1 minute 50 to go. That's 3/10 off the fastest recorded time.
Oh yeah, Steyn is sandbagging so heavy. Like, I didn't think it would go any faster than that.
I think he just had a collision with Brooks because they. That's what it said on the live timing screen. You see how the McLarens are
17 flat.
Just going through this, Adam Morell currently holding 7th. It's a very solid session for McLaren because they haven't been, you know, chart-toppingly fast, but I think they're doing a good job. And I can't tell if he's on, what is that? Is he on the Hypersoft or the medium? Hypersoft. But yeah, they've had quite a good session, I think. A lot of the.
I think it's like
just a lot of the guys who've been doing this, they've just had generally productive sessions, even if they're not like, you know, in the top 5, which I think is really important as well.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say most of the teams are either up to expectations or above it, to say the least. You know? Like you can say the Mercedes are like, you know, expected to be in the top 2.
Yeah.
Same, like, but like seeing Renault with a rookie getting to P4, that's unexpected.
He's just on a 17.6, by the way.
Yeah, he's just improving.
He's still improving with 19 seconds left of the session. Now the question is the McLaren going to be able to make it across the line here? I'm just watching, he's going through the chicane now. He's going to have to be absolutely millimetrically perfect to get across the line in time. I think he just is. I don't know about the Haas of Bram de Jong, though. I think he just took the flag, but I'll have to have a look, but I don't think he did. But hold on, I need to check. No, he didn't improve, but yeah, so Morel is finishing the day in 7th, I think, unless some of the others improve. I have no idea if Bram's still going for another lap. Brooks is done for the day. So CJ now. Todd Blaze goes through. He does not improve. Aravalo is finishing. No, he's just on an in lap and has just impeded the other Haas, I think. Whoops. See how Bolt does. No, okay. He just wants to. Yeah, he's just going to cut the last corner. I swear, there's no way he's going to improve.
Got 119 flat.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that's his full pace, because the amount of times we've seen him in traffic, and the fact he beat it yesterday, and even then, that was quite a scrappy session.
I think it's fair to say we'll have to see them, you know, after the practice. You know, like in the races now. Like that's the thing that's gonna dictate like who was actually slow and who was actually as fast as they go.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's the end of pre-season testing. We made it, everybody. I honestly think that we've got something to look forward to. I reckon going into Melbourne, we still don't really know who's setting the pace, other than the fact that the Mercs are theoretically the fastest, but we don't know fully yet. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes next week. So, thank you for joining us. We will be back on Saturday next week at about 3:30 for qualifying. That is in GMT. So, we will see you all then. So, from me and Ronan, adios.